Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So I've dug my pager out. This is an Alphapoc 602R, which is a generic Chinese pager. You can just get it from anywhere. I got that one from Germany, so all the menu items are in German. So we're not dealing with Meshtastic today. I'm going to move the Meshtastic stuff out of the way, so it's not in field of view of the pager. So it's just an off-the-shelf pager, like I said. You can get it from China. I got this one from Germany. So all the menu items are in German because I don't have a programming cable to reprogram that. And it's used with the DAPNET, which I'm going to have to remember what that acronym stands for. It will be over here. So DAPNET stands for Decentralized Amateur Paging Network. Quite popular in Germany, hence why I got the pager from Germany, and also all the menus are in German. That's easy changed when I've got a programming cable, and it tends to be used on the frequency of 439.9875 megahertz for the POCSAG gateways. I don't think there's many of them actually standalone in this country. I use that through my hotspot, which I also use for DMR and System Fusion, and hopefully in the future M17 when I get a radio that will do that. Now, I discovered something whilst nosing around on the DAPNET wiki. It was quite some time ago. I'm not sure if I've actually covered this, but you can use a DMR radio, much like this one. This is a Retivis DMR radio. Can't remember the model number off the top of my head, so I'll take the battery off. It's an RT3. So Retivis RT3, which is just a rebadged TYT MD380. Battery back in. And all you've got to do to send a message to a pager, provided the receiving pager is switched on, and you know the call sign of the person who has the DAPNET pager, so bring up the instructions, is send a message starting with the call sign of the person you want to contact to the private contact 262994, which I've saved in here as a contact, so I just have to go and select that contact from the list. So you do is you go into your DMR's messages. So we're going to write a fresh message. We're going to send this one to myself. So we start with a call sign, which will be my call sign. This will take a while if you remember the old days of texting on those Nokia phones from back in the day, which I certainly do. You'll know this does take a while. So I'm just going to wait for that. Yeah, it is. It's much like texting on one of those old Nokia phones. So this is the message I'm going to send. Try that again. Wait a minute. Yeah, it is. It's much like texting on one of those old Nokia phones. I would have liked to have done this with my Anytone, but that was dead. Ooh, let's try an O, not that. Okay. There we go. Then I'll confirm that and I'll send that. Now I've already programmed the contact in as that. Plus we're going to do a manual dial on that. So that's 262,994. Confirm. This is where it might not work. Depends on my hotspot and what that's doing. Yeah, this is where it probably doesn't work on video now, just to be awkward. Because I've been testing it off. It says it has worked. Yeah, this is where it's just going to be awkward. Because I'm supposed to get a confirmation back if it's worked. Yeah, that's just going to be awkward, isn't it? Let's try and shorten that up. Yeah, it didn't work. My hotspot says it's received it. But it's not worked back, so that's annoying. So let's try that again. Right. Let's use the stored contact, which is the same as what I've just dialed. Yeah, it's just being awkward. Right, not sure why that's going on. So what I'll do is I'll just save that into the draft and wait for the radio to cooperate. I'll pause the video. Right, I'm going to give it another try. So I'll go back into the messages. So I'll bring the radio back in. So that's the draft message I saved before. So we're going to confirm that. We're going to send it to the stored contact because that's the same as the contact 262,994. Confirm. Message sent. Confirm. It tells me it's been sent to the pager. So now we're waiting for the pager to catch up. Which should hopefully be any minute now. Once the hotspot goes back into listening mode, it should then be able to transmit in POCSAG and hopefully we will get a message on this pager. So I'll bring the pager in. And there it is. That's the message sent from the radio. So a bit of trial and error, it does work. Though it doesn't work all the time. If I want to look at that message again, I can just press this button. So there's the message sent to the pager. So pagers still have their uses, despite the fact it is 2024. So radio hams use them, and they are generally quite useful, but there isn't that many DAPNET POCSAG transmitters around in the UK, or at least not that I know of. But it's a bit of fun involving amateur radio. So just to do that, just the call sign of the person you want to send the pager message to, the message, and then send it to 262994. And I can actually prove that with what's actually on the screen of my computer, which is the hotspot. Not sure how well you're going to see that, but I'm going to try and zoom in on that a little. Tell this was not really that well scripted. There we go. 262994. As you can see in the local RF activity, and the other bit at the top, which is, well, it's just kind of cut off at the top because it's got all the bookmarks and things. So just bring that back down. And there is indeed the pager with half a battery apparently. So I thought I'd bring that in so you can actually see it a wee bit better. Try and stop that from doing anything. There we go. So I brought that back in so you can see it a bit better. Now just press the button and there's the message. Like I say, a bit of fun, but it can be used for more serious applications within the amateur radio world as well. Just try not to wander out of shot. And all you need is a DMR radio, much like this. I'm going to zoom out now because otherwise this radio isn't going to fit in shot. So this is a Retovis RT3, which is basically a rebadge of the TIT MD380. Any DMR radio will do, as long as it can send to the Brandmeister network. So like I said, a bit of fun. I wanted to try it to see if it would actually work. It did work off camera, then had a bit of difficulty on camera, as is always the way. But then I got it going on camera anyway. So, excellent. So 7-3 for now. I'll catch you in the next video.